Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I made a video the last time, and the reason for that is that I was busy, and among other things with making this simulator here, and I thought it would be a fun thing to make a video comparing that to the real life. So first of all, what are we looking at here is Assetto Corsa running on a PC, and connected to that is a Oculus Rift virtual reality headset, and yeah, the other stuff is Thrustmaster T300 steering wheel and pedal set, and also a Thrustmaster gear shifter, and it's all mounted in an Assetto sim racing rig. And what we are running at the moment is Assetto Corsa, as mentioned, and we are sitting, or I'm sitting in virtual reality in a Toyota GT86, which is, for those of you who watch my other YouTube videos, you will know I have that car in real life. So the car we're sitting in is completely stock, and it has SimSlicks on selected, if I can see here with my, so that's you're very limited what you can change on the car, but it has at least SimSlicks. My own car is modified a bit, and yeah, there are some differences, but otherwise it feels pretty much like a GT86. To be honest, I can't remember exactly how the stock GT86 felt. It's GT86 felt. But anyway, we can try and take this simulated version out for a few laps, and which I of course already did extensively, and I can tell you a bit about the simulator. So first of all, unfortunately, obviously I can't let you see what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing a 3D vision, which well, because of the depth perception, it makes it really easy to judge braking zones and turning points, and like I can lean over and look around my A-pillar there, and I can turn my head and look into the curves. I can even see myself. When I turn my head, I see my shoulder is where my real shoulder is, and my hands on the steering wheels. So it's in that respect really a feeling like sitting in the car, and feels very realistic. So where we are is the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. I chose that because I've driven there quite a lot in real life, and I also have some video footage from there, from the real car, which maybe I will put that up besides this, or when I do later on I'll do a hot lap, and I might make a video montage where it's compared side by side. But yeah, obviously I already used it quite a lot, and the realism is really good. Once you, obviously the graphics is not like real life, but it's quite convincing, and well, a lot of other things are not like real life. The forces in the steering wheel are lighter, the pedals are not as heavy, but once you started driving and focusing on that, you kind of forget all those things. So we can try, and I'll concentrate a bit and try to do a fast lap. Actually, I already played a bit around with this already, and well, I can't concentrate what I'm saying because of the noise. I additionally have like headphones as well, but compared to the real life, so cut detected, lab will not count, that's bullshit. I have to turn that off, it's annoying. Compared to real life, you would think that I would be a lot quicker here because it's a game and there's no fear of crashing, but surprisingly I'm only able to match my real life times, just barely. It's 0 point something seconds that I'm faster here in the game, and that's by driving a lot more aggressively. Well, this is not the hot lap like I said I would do. Obviously I kept talking, but I just barely matched the times that I drive in real life, and I think it's because my car is slightly modified in real life, so it's probably a bit faster than what's simulated here. Personally, I think they are exaggerating as well. The famous torque dip, anyone who owns a GT86 or Subaru BSZ will know about that. That there's a band in the RPM range where the engine is like a bit down on power, and so I think it's a bit more difficult to accelerate out of that in this simulation here. So, but anyway, now we drove another round, and I'll be quiet and try to concentrate on doing a fast lap so we can compare it with footage from the real car. So that would of course be great if I start out by crashing, but let's see if I can avoid that. So here we go. probably because of the screen recording, it kind of jumped the graphics, because usually it doesn't do that. But anyway, well, it was fortunately really fast, but like I said, probably not so realistic. It's small off here. To the fastest lap I did so far. Like I said, the things that I'm doing more aggressive here in the simulator is that I brake later than I dare to do in real life. And there are some places in real life where I brake, where I don't brake at all here. There are some corners where I go down a gear compared to real life. So again, this was now 34.8. That's exactly about the time I'm driving in real life. Okay, so now I was unconcentrated again. So this lap we can bin. Can instead use it to explain some of the differences that I do. The next curve I would usually drive in fourth and at lower RPM, but I find that it's more efficient to drive it in third because I can accelerate that short stretch. Normally I wouldn't go into second here. A lot later than I would in real life. So understeering a lot. And at this point I try to go full throttle, but I see from my logs, where I take data logs when I drive on the track, I see that even when I think I go full throttle, I back a little bit off the throttle. This corner I take a lot faster, and here I don't brake, I just lift. Usually I would make a short brake before going into that corner. always have difficulties hitting the apex, both in real life and here. Trying to do another hot lap. Normally I would brake here, and here I brake like a second later, half a second later. I also usually drive that in third, but I think I will change that to second. This corner as well, I usually drive it in third in real life, and I think I will try and drive that or drive it in third, and I will try and drive it in second. And this again was the one I drove in fourth. Normally I think third is probably better. Not that I used it on this lap here, but there's like a chance to accelerate a bit more for the next corner, where actually in real life I kind of coast that little bit between the corners. Because of the understeer, I feel in real life I can carry more speed through that corner without understeering. So I do think that it's possible to learn something from the simulator here. It's also understeering here a lot more than my car. Another thing, this box above the steering wheel, or on the top of the steering wheel with these bars, is actually fucked up the gear shift here. That box is quite helpful as well. What it's showing is the gray one to the right is just the level of force feedback in the steering wheel. What was the time? 35. And the blue one on the left is the clutch. And the green one is the accelerator pedal. But what's interesting or helpful for me is the brake pedal, which is the, what color is it? Red? I think red it is, yeah. Because drifting here, or attempted, or wasn't attempted, but unintentional, not so well executed drift here. So this is the part where I can accelerate before braking again. I exaggerated a bit to show. But anyway, the red brake pressure bar is quite good, because I think in real life my brake pressures are... I'm just gonna drive a little bit slower now. I mentioned with the headset is as well built-in headphones, so I hear the sound quite a lot louder, which is a bit distracting. So I'm just gonna go down a gear here so I can think. The red bar is the brake pressure, like this, and in real life I unfortunately don't have any way of logging that. And I think I'm not that consistent on my brake pressure, especially when heel-toe downshifting. So it's quite useful to be able to see that, and maybe improve if I I can see it, I can see what I'm doing wrong, and maybe I can improve on it in real life as well. So let's try and do another fast lap. Getting missing the apex here. It's I don't know why I can't get it to do what I want in that corner. Maybe it's because I don't know exactly what I want. The gear shifter as well is a bit annoying because it has provisions for 7 gear, or is it 8? 7 and a reverse. So sometimes I accidentally get it into 7th gear, which obviously doesn't exist on this car. So a little bit of fun as well. But yeah, it's really cool with the 3D. I was considering a triple monitor setup, but even from a price point, then the 3D headset would be a more economical option. So if you are considering getting into sim racing, then I would definitely recommend getting the 3D headset instead of like a triple monitor setup. This car, or this simulation of a car understeers unbelievably. So 240, we were talking a bit as well. So disadvantages to the VR headset. Well, to be honest, there could be if you suffer from or easily suffer from motion sickness, then it might not be ideal for you. But and even in the beginning, I couldn't use it for extended periods. So your body or your head or whatever it is has to kind of get used to using it. But now it's no problem. Now I can use it for a longer time as well. So far, not the worst lap ever. Keep it up. Out of that curve here. That's not the best line here either. if that jerkiness is being shown on the screen as well, which I'm recording. But I guess it's because of the screen recording software. So 134.2, so yeah, that's just my small opinion on a setup like this, and I think it's a good training tool. And probably worthwhile investment for anyone who tracks their car regularly, because if it will prevent just one crash or one small off or brushing the wall, then it would have paid itself off. So from an economical point of view, I think it's also not the worst idea. As for realism, I can definitely tell you that from driving a few laps, you start to sweat like you are driving a real car. Close to hitting the apex. And about the same times again. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. And I don't think I'm gonna post that many more videos from this, because that was not the intention of my channel. But if you enjoyed it, then yeah, maybe you will enjoy some of the other videos I put up, so you can have a look and see if there's anything you want to watch. And if not, then that's okay as well. So in any case, thank you for watching.